So for this week's video, we're gonna do a Q&A.
Yay!
What does Q&A stand for?
Question and answer? You knew that.
Maybe.
Come on. Hey guys, so this episode of, what are we calling this? The Tolberts? I don't even know. We're doing a Q&A. We asked you guys to send us your questions on our Instagrams. And so we're gonna take a little time to answer those questions.
Let's start with this one. Why did you guys want to move to California?
I'll let you start.
Well, the move to California was a big decision, obviously, for our family. We had always dreamt of the idea ever since we got married out here. We loved the area, and we always talked about someday we would end up back out here. But we thought it would be much further down the road.
It was kind of impulsive, I think, our move, but it seemed like something that just started to make sense for our family because Tanner was working his job at the dealership, and that was taking a lot of time. Obviously, those are long hours, and then we do our Instagram and our social media stuff, and that was really just, our whole life really was just becoming work. And so it was kind of like a decision of like, if we're gonna do this, we should do this now. And so we decided to make the big move to California just so we could focus on our family and focus on our socials and just for more opportunities. Plus, obviously, the weather here is amazing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, for me, it all changed when we had Emmy. After The Bachelor, I went right back to my job. Pretty much day one, was working a ton of hours in the car business. And when I had Emmy, I actually had a conversation with my dad, who also works in the car business, and he told me if he had one regret, it would be that he was not around as much when we were little. And he said, if I ever get the opportunity to be around the kids, take it. So here I sat, I was working a bunch at the car dealership. We were also, doing our social media stuff. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the ads. And luckily those ads have given us a chance to spend more time with our family. And I just really took my dad's advice to heart, and I really wanted to make the most of, our children's childhood. So I just decided, I'm gonna take a little break from work while we can and spend every moment that I possibly could with Emmy, because those are moments I'll never get back. So it was hard leaving my job and all that structure and the security of it, but I just wanted to take a leap of faith, and I really thank you guys, all the fans, the followers, for still, caring about our lives, because that gives us the opportunity to work from home and to spend all that time with our family. And I really can't thank you all enough. You guys have changed our lives so much. I'm gonna get teared up just thinking about it a little bit, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And sorry if we sound stuffed up.
Yeah, we're both sick.
Our whole house, Emmy's sick too. We all have colds, but we wanted to make sure we got this Q&A to you guys.
All right, next question.
Number 2.
Are you going to find out the sex of baby number 2? Well, good question.
This has been asked constantly, I feel like, since we announced baby.
Guess what's in here?
The sex of the baby is in this envelope.
It is a sealed envelope.
Don't hold it up to the light.
We have not opened it. We obviously could find out right now if we wanted to, but we want to do like a big gender reveal party, surprise type deal this time. With Emmy, we found out, just at the doctor's office, but this time we wanted to make it a little more special and suspenseful. So we're gonna give the envelope to like Ashley and Jared, and they're gonna, surprise us with something.
Throw us a big party of some sort.
Yeah.
You just like chucked the envelope. You were like.
The baby's not in the envelope.
So.
Right. But it's super hard to not just open the envelope, because right there we could find out if it's a boy or a girl. I kind of feel like a little kid on Christmas Eve, like knowing where the presents are in the house. It's so hard to not go and look.
Not like open it just a little bit.
Right.
I'll know if you know though, because if you peek, your surprise reaction won't be genuine.
Well,
so.
the envelope is sealed, so.
I know.
All right, next question is, did Tanner get a new job at another car dealership, or is he doing something different? Good question. I obviously am not working right now. I'm spending 24/7 at home with Jade and Emmy and, you know, baby number 2 here. But no, I'm honestly just an Instagram husband. Is that weird to say?
It's a real thing now, though. This is like 2019. That's
right,
like a real job.
I quit my like real job to do
this
that.
This is a real job.
It is. It is. So yeah, I left my job in the car business, and I'm just gonna focus on the social media thing for as long as you guys care. That's the honest answer. You guys have all changed our lives. I never in a million years thought that people would still care about us, you know, 3-4 years after the show. But we're gonna take this opportunity to just really focus on, you know, Instagram, and we're gonna start doing these YouTube channels and just really showing more of our lives together. And hopefully you guys enjoy.
I mean, we enjoy it. I mean, now I have my podcast too, and we're doing a special project with Ashley and Jared, and it's just, I mean, people talk about 15 minutes of fame or whatever, and it probably still is. I don't think we're that cool or famous, but we really had such great opportunities that it's really kind of just led up to this.
Did you know from the first date that you wanted to marry each other? I mean, first date, as far as marriage, I mean, that's saying a lot.
Some people are like that, though. Some people's stories are like, I'm going to marry that woman. I don't think we were first date.
No, I mean, I knew I liked her at day one, you know, the first date, and I knew I wanted to pursue something with her.
I think we both knew that, I mean, like, I always say this story, like, the minute you walked down the beach, I knew that, like, I didn't want to talk to anybody else. I was like, that's my guy, that's who I'm here to talk to, and I don't know, it was just something like, we naturally gravitated towards each other. It was very natural from the very beginning throughout the whole show, but I don't know, did you have a moment where you wanted to be like, or you felt that I'm gonna marry that girl feeling?
I mean, not to the very end of Paradise, honestly. Like 24 hours before the proposal, like I was still a little undecided just because I didn't know what to do. It was so soon, and it was a huge leap of faith, and I really could have gone either way at that point. That's the honest truth.
Were you worried I was gonna say no?
No, I didn't think that you would say no. I was worried that you would like say yes, but not want to say yes just because of all the hoopla and the hype of the show. That was my biggest fear.
Pressure.
I didn't want to pressure her into feeling like she had to say yes. Do you have baby names picked out for baby number 2? We have a short list again. I think girl names we can agree on a lot more.
Yeah.
Guy names we've had a hard time deciding on. But I think there is a leader in the clubhouse both for guys and girls.
Tanner's like very particular, like there's names from even when we were deciding on Emerson's name that he's stuck with, and he just like doesn't even want to discuss new names. He's like, nope, that's it, that's the name. But I would like to explore like maybe even finding different names that we haven't thought of yet, but he's pretty set on the names if it's a boy or a girl. And I kind of want to like, I don't know, what if we find another name that we really like that feels right?
Then that could be baby number 3.
We're gonna have a lot of babies, I guess.
Yeah, we have so many names we like that you have to just have as many kids as that. All right, next question. How do you keep the spark in your relationship? You two never seem bored with each other.
This was just asked, so we did Caitlin Bristow's podcast, and this was asked, and it's nice that you guys think that we don't seem bored with each other, but we're just like any other normal couple. We definitely probably get bored or frustrated with each other.
The spark sometimes is quite close to dead when there's
a
little baby.
Dead. But I think like all relationships have not like ups and downs, but like just like peaks and like valleys, and sometimes you're kind of at a low, and then like you kind of meet back together, you know, and things are good, or you know, there's just like, it's just a balance.
There's ebbs and flows to it.
Yeah, ebbs and flows. There's just a balance. So sometimes we're kind of like, maybe we get a little bit in a rut, and then the next couple weeks we find each other again, and everything's like seamless. And
yeah, it can be hard at times. It's just because we met on a TV show doesn't mean that our spark is always out of burning flame. I mean,
we're normal.
Yeah, when you're pregnant and you've got another baby at the house, and sometimes we're both just exhausted, where we sit on opposite ends of the couch and fall asleep early, and that's just our night. But
I honestly think we probably, like most couples, should probably try to challenge each other or challenge ourselves I guess, in being maybe a little bit more romantic or more intentional with showing that we care for each other. I've been thinking about that a lot.
All right. How would you describe each other in one word using the first letter of the other's name? So I have to think of a J word for you, and you have to think of a T word for me. J is hard. There's not many J words.
So I have to think of a J word for you.
No, a T name for me. A T word. T is way easier than J.
No.
But J, what's J? Like joker or jubilant?
Joyful.
Joyful.
Jolly. Am I jolly?
I don't know if you're really jolly.
Thanks.
I like Santa.
T, you're...
Terrific.
Terrific, okay.
Next question. Do you want your kids' names to go together? Do you mean like all the same letter or something like that?
Sure, or like some people like want all their kids' names to have like 5 letters in them.
Gotcha. I'm not super concerned about that. I don't necessarily need, we're not like the Kardashians. We don't need everyone to have a K name. Do you think the Bachelor franchise is still as strong as ever or going down the tubes?
I like that, going down the tubes.
No, man, I think Bachelor Nation is super strong right now. I think the show is still kicking. I think as long as Chris Harrison is at the helm, I think it'll keep trucking along.
Well, that's it we have for you guys this time. So if you guys like the Q&As, let us know. We'll do more because they are fun. They are easy to talk about. So make sure you guys subscribe and like and comment and share. And thanks for watching. Bye, guys.